everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to change the width, height or the aspect ratio of a live video recording in Flutter Android application using CameraX and Media 3 effects. So let's get started. So I will show you the let me just quickly check Android Studio. Okay, yeah, let's come back to our code because I will be using Android Studio to mirror my device, that's why. So there are few things which you need to keep in mind. First is you need to use at least Flutter 3.32.0 or higher, otherwise you will face a lot of Gradle issues when you try to run the application. Second is the camera live video recording as well as changing the width, height and aspect ratio. All this code has been written natively in Kotlin, so I'm not using any third-party library for this. And there is one more caveat: once the video has been recorded, I'm saving it to external storage and it works like when you try to play it, it works absolutely fine. But when I try to play the same video using video player package, it is not working. I don't know why. Maybe there is some path issue, or maybe the issue is with the video player package itself. I'm not able to figure it out, so I'm giving a heads up on that as well. But anyways, this tutorial is not about playing a video, it is about live video recording and applying those, changing the width, height as well as aspect ratio, which is working fine. So that is more important. So first, as usual, you need to go to your main.dart file over here, and here you have to import dart.io. Then here I have created this dart file called my camera view. And now if you see the import, here it is FlatApp. This is my own project name, that's why I'm using FlatApp over here. If it is, you should use your own project name. And this is a custom dart file which I have created. Then here we import material as well as services. Then this is the rest of the boilerplate code which is present by default. Then here I have this my homepage widget, so it is a stateful widget, and here I am just checking if platform is Android. Then by default it is false, otherwise it is true. Then here we have defined one method channel of camera permission as well. Then inside the init state, if platform is Android, then we call this method called get camera permission. Then inside get camera permission, we invoke a method called get camera permission. So now same string you need to define it on native Android side as well. And if the result is true, we just change this value to true as well. Now if this particular variable is true, then we just initialize our camera view, else we display the text saying give camera permission. Now coming back to this my camera view .dart file. So first, before that, in pubspec.yaml, make sure you add this video player package as well as chibi package. Then inside my camera view.dart, I have imported dart.io, Flutter material, Flutter services, then the video player as well as chibi. Then here I have created just a stateful widget. So for that stateful widget, I have created a method channel called camera view. Then here we have defined the video URL. Here I have defined video player controller as well as chibi controller. Then here we have this creation params as well. Inside the dispose, we just dispose our controller as well as chibi controller. Then inside the build method, I'm just checking if platform is Android and video URL is not equal to empty. Then we just display our container. Then we just display our container, which will display the aspect ratio and which will display the video player with the help of chibi. Otherwise we are displaying an Android view, and Android view will contain the live camera preview for video recording as well as record video button. So even the button is written with native code, and for all other platform we are just displaying a placeholder. Now once this view has been created, we get this callback of on platform view created, right? So we just do channel.set method called handler, passing our handle method, and inside this handle method we just look for this particular use case of send from native. Then here we get the URL path call.arguments. Then here we initialize our video player controller, add listener to it as well. We set the looping as well, we initialize it. Then here we initialize our chibi controller as well, and then we assign our text to this video URL variable. So yeah, that's it. Now here I'm facing like this is the issue which I'm facing when I try to send the URL of the saved video back to Flutter side. So this is the issue which I'm facing. If you have any knowledge about this, do let me know in the comments. Also, let me quickly check why is my Android device not getting connected. So maybe I have to connect it via so you don't have to do this. like all the code which I will be showing it to you will be via VS Code itself, so you don't have to worry about Android Studio. Okay, it is taking a bit of time, I don't know why, because I've just updated my macOS and maybe that's the reason why it is facing issues. Anyways, let's come back to code. I'll look at this later on. Then you need to go to the Android folder. You need to go to build.gradle.kts, and inside dependencies block you need to add Android CameraX core, Android X camera 2, then Android X camera lifecycle, then camera view, camera video, and then we are adding this camera media 3 effect as well, which is still in alpha at the time of me recording this video, but if it does become stable, make sure you use the stable version. Then here we have this Android X media 3 effect as well as Android X constraint layout. Then you need to go to Android manifest.xml. Here you need to use uses feature of Android hardware camera, then the camera permission, write external storage permission as well as record audio. Then go to main activity.kt, and here you have to add all these imports which are present. Okay, then here we have this Flutter activity. First we define a variable which will hold our camera permission as well as record audio permission, and if Android version less than equal to p, we also use the write external storage permission. Here we have this method channel result. Here we are overriding this method, and this method is called once the user grants the camera as well as record audio permission, and once the permissions has been granted, here you can see I'm sending back true to native Android side, else I'm sending back false. So here is an helpful method just to check whether permissions was granted. Then here we override the configure Flutter engine method. So here we just register our platform view as well as view factory, and here we are referencing another kotlin file which I will show you shortly. Then here we are also registering our method channel where we pass the camera permission, we set the result to our method result, and if call.method equal to get camera permission, then we request the permission as well. Then here we have this my camera view factory.kt. Now this is boilerplate code, just copy paste all this, but make sure you write here your own package name, and for package name you can just refer your main activity.kt. so same package name you have to write it over here. Rest everything I have just copied it from the documentation, so even I am not really good at this, and we don't have to worry about this. So this is boilerplate code. Then we are referencing another kotlin file called my camera view. So let's come over here, and here you can see firstly this is our package name again. Now rest there are a lot of imports, so feel free to pause the video and just copy all these imports. Okay, then here we define our video capture recorder. Here is our recording, here is our process camera provider, here is our camera executor service, here is our constraint layout. We also initialize our preview view as well as our button. Then here is our method channel as well. Then here we define the file name format. Then we define the layout params, assign it to our constraint layout. Then here is our constraint set, we clone our constraint set constraint layout. Then here we make sure we constrain the preview of our camera to all sides of the screen, but from the bottom we leave a margin of 200. Then here we constrained the button to all sides of the bottom of the screen, sorry. Then we add a click listener, we call setup camera as well. Here we call start camera. Here we initialize our camera executor. Then here is our capture video, and if video capture is not equal to null, then we enable button as false, and if there is video recording, we stop our video recording, we make it as null. Then here we define the simple date format as well. Then here we have content values dot apply, passing the display name, mime type, and if Android version greater than p, we also set the relative path. Then here we define the media store options as well. Here we do video capture dot output, call prepare recording, and once the audio permission has been granted, we just call this with audio enabled. Then here we call just start the audio recording, and if the video record event dot start, then just change the text of our button as well as is enabled to true, and once it is finalized, and if record event does not have any error, then just display a toast message. Here you can see this is the path of the saved video. Now while sending it, we can't directly send this particular URL because it is something like content : / which Flutter doesn't really understand. So I have tried asking ChatGPT about this, how to convert it to a proper video URL. So it told me to copy this to app cache. So I have just copied this code from from ChatGPT, but even this is not working. I don't know why. What's the issue? So if you know, do let me know in the comments. Then we just send this call this invoke method, send from native as well. Shut down our camera executor, unbind our camera provider, we make the recording as null as well, and we just change the text equal to start and is unable to true. So like I said, this is just for copying the video to get a proper URL, but I don't know whether the issue is with this code or whether the issue is with the video player code which I have written. Okay, then inside start camera we get the process camera provider, then we get the future as well, we initialize our preview view, we initialize our recorder, then we do video capture with output of recorder, then we get hold of our default back camera, then here we do use case group dot builder, add our preview use case as well as video capture, then here is our media 3 effect as well. Then here now there are 3 different methods available for changing the height, aspect ratio as well as width and height. Now here for the first time I'm just changing the height, so here you can pass whatever value you feel like, but here this 2 lines of code I have commented it out. I'll show you this once I show you guys the output. So here you can change the aspect ratio like this, and here you can change the width and height both like this. Okay, then here we unbind our camera provider, we bind it to the life cycle, then we get hold of our context compat.get main executor. Here we override the get view, return our constraint layout, here we override dispose, and we shut down our camera executor. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Now let's see the output. My device is not getting connected, so let me quickly check what's the issue. So here is the recorded output. So I had to record the output because I was facing some issue on my device. I had to borrow my friend's device. So here you can see I had open Android Studio and I'm mirroring my device. That's why I had open Android Studio, because it has a built-in mirror in device feature. So don't concentrate on the Android Studio part, just concentrate on the right hand side part where I'm showing you guys the output. So I'll just play the video. Here you can see I'm giving the camera as well as audio permission, and here you can see this is the output. Now for this particular output I had uncommented the create for height, right? It was 480. Now I have commented this one out and I'm uncommenting the aspect ratio one, and I'm rerunning my application. Again I'm rerunning it from Android Studio, but you can run it from from the Flutter run command as well. Also the code changes I have made it and Android Studio itself, but like I said, you can do it from VS Code as well. So here is the output. Here you can see the aspect ratio has been changed to 16:9. So now I'm commenting that out as well, and here I'm now changing the width and height to 480/800. So I'll rerun the application again. So it's up to you what you want to pick. So yeah, you can just comment that out, and here you can see this is the output. Now what I'll do is I'll click on the record video button as well. So I think I have clicked on it. This pop-up of Android Studio is so here you can see, and now I clicked on stop recording as well. The video was captured. Like I said, I was not able to play the video, but now what I will do is I will quickly show you the video which has been saved to the file explorer as well. So yeah, let's just fast forward. Here you can see this is the video that has been saved to external storage as well. So yeah, that's the issue. Like I was not able to play it from video player. Again, sorry about this. I was facing some issue on my device, that's why I have to record the video first and then show you the recorded part. But hopefully you got the point. That's it. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.